Hey you guys, I've got some great questions for you today for my weekly Q&A. Really quick though, our sale this week I'm so excited about. It's the 101 Protein Recipes ebook. My favorite ebook. It's amazing. You've got so many recipes for things like treats, shakes, snacks, even like dinner type recipes where you can use a little bit extra protein powder, boost the protein content. $7.99. It's basically free, right? Come on. So head over to idealfit.com, grab yours, and we will move on to our questions for today. So we're going to start off with a little bit of a stinky question. Get it? So Tony says, I need a solution to my stinky gas problem. I'm down to 117 and I still follow the under 135 meal plan. So she's talking about for my challenges. She follows the meal plan that's set for her weight range, okay? It really gets me at night while I'm at work. It's not very pleasant. I'm so sorry, Tony. I know the feeling. Not very pleasant as I get bloating and gas pains. I didn't have this problem while I was at a heavier weight. I take the nighttime probiotics and I've cut down on dairy. I need relief, help. So I'm glad she mentioned that she takes the nighttime probiotics because probiotics are great for that. They help restore good gut bacteria so that they give you the good bacteria to help balance the bad bacteria. Sometimes the bad bacteria can overpower the good in our gut, which can cause the stinky gas problem. One thing, Tony, probiotics do take a little bit of time to start working. It's not like you're going to start taking it one day and then your gas is going to be gone for the next couple days. Sometimes they do take even up to a month before it can kind of really balance things out. So make sure you keep taking that and just be patient with that. Also, there are some good fiber powders that I like. You want something with the right proportion of soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. What I use personally is called Barn Dad's, Barn Dad's fiber, something. I use a chocolate one. It's actually really yummy. I use it every night before bed. So you can get it on Amazon, anything like that. It's called Barn Dad's fiber supplement, okay? Also, there's things, and I'm no doctor, but I do have gassy issues also. Just kind of the more fiber you eat, if you get too much fiber, sometimes that can cause a lot of bloating. When I eat too many veggies, I know that's like a problem that most people don't have, right? But if you get too many veggies, that can cause bloating as well. Make sure you're drinking enough water, okay? Because if you're drinking at least a gallon of water, I'm assuming you probably are, but if you're drinking enough water, it can kind of help push things through also. It could also be, I don't know how tall you are or how close you are to your goal weight, but when your carbs are on the lower end, you're not giving your body enough to like form the poop. So maybe you kind of always have to go a little bit, okay? So it may take, if you're close to your goal, you may want to start increasing your calories. And as you eat a little bit more food, you're going to be able to poop better and you won't have as stinky of gas or bloating, okay? So again, I'm no doctor, but those are kind of some things that I have learned or read about. So hopefully one of those things will help you. Next up, we have Elaine. She says, I have a torn meniscus and I'm a little afraid of day 9 squat day. What should I do? I'm not sure which challenge of mine she's referring to, but we do squats a lot in our challenges. So mainly Elaine, torn meniscus, you gotta visit your doctor about that. If you guys have any sort of issues with your joints or torn anything, you really need to see your doctor and make sure you listen to what your doctor tells you to do. If they say no squats, I would say the same thing, no squats, okay? Because me online, I can't really give you guys advice for your body if you have any sort of injuries or anything. I'm not there with you and I'm not properly trained for that anyways. In general, though, working in a pain-free range of motion is usually fine. So with squats or with lunges, if you just stay more shallow and just don't go to where it hurts, skip anything that hurts, then you should be okay. But see your doctor. Okay, Cindy, this is a really good question. So Cindy says, what is the difference between BCAAs and protein shakes and how they help your muscles? So first let's talk about how they're similar, okay? So protein powder, or any protein actually, not just protein powder, is made up of amino acids. So amino acids are the building blocks to protein, okay? And BCAAs are branch chain amino acids, all right? So they're kind of both, they both have the same backbone. They come from the same thing. So what amino acids do is they help stimulate protein synthesis, okay? Which is why we talk about having protein in every meal. I like to have protein in all of your 6 meals because it's gonna stimulate protein synthesis. So what protein synthesis is it's basically the rebuilding of the torn down muscle fibers, okay? So when you lift weights, you make microscopic tears in your muscle, right? Okay, you're doing a little bicep curl, just a little one, just kidding. We're doing big bicep curls, right? You're gonna make microscopic tears in the muscle fiber. You get stronger during recovery, not during the actual workout. So protein synthesis is the rebuilding of those microscopic tears, okay? So when you get really sore, protein synthesis is gonna help your muscle recover and help you not be as sore. If you're dieting, if you're eating under maintenance calories, protein synthesis is gonna help you retain that muscle and lose the fat instead of losing muscle, okay? If you're eating to build muscle, protein synthesis is gonna help you build the muscle, okay? So it kind of depends on how you're eating, but it's gonna help you hold on to your muscle, build some muscle, and recover better, okay? So amino acids do that. Protein, we want you to have protein with each of your 6 meals to kind of keep that protein synthesis process going. But what BCAAs do, so one of the main BCAAs is called leucine. And there have been a ton of studies showing that leucine helps instigate protein synthesis better than any other amino acid, okay? So in our BCAAs, we have a high ratio of leucine content, okay? So when you take the BCAAs during your workout, it kind of helps that recovery process and helps your muscles during your workout. It's gonna help you so you feel just as much endurance and energy in your muscles at the end of the workout as you did at the beginning. And also when you drink BCAAs later during the day between meals, it kind of keeps that protein synthesis process going. So if you're just flooding your body with protein, whether in protein shake form or in chicken or eggs or anything, and also drinking some BCAAs during your workout and between meals later in the day, it's just gonna kind of keep your body in that muscle recovery, muscle retention, muscle building routine, okay? So hopefully that helps you. So basically they both have the same building blocks, BCAAs and protein powder, both made from amino acids. It's more just when you're taking them in and whether you've got it with a meal, so your protein powder, it's got calories and nutrients, or whether it's just the straight amino acids that you're taking between meals or during your workout, okay? So hopefully that helps answer that question for you. Let's see, Lauren says, what's the easiest way to count your calories? So way back a long time ago, people used to use pen and paper, write down everything they ate like a food journal, write down the calories, add them all up at the end of the day. But now there are tons of apps that do that for you. So MyFitnessPal is really popular. Lose It is another popular one. Does Livestrong have one? I can't remember. My favorite is MyNet Diary, okay? I have used tons of tracking apps over the years. I found that MyNet Diary can get the most exact amounts for me. Tons of people love MyFitnessPal too. That's probably the most popular out there. So you use one of those, you download them, there's free versions of all of them. You just type in what you ate, the amount, and it tracks all your calories and macros for you. But in my challenges, you actually don't have to track your calories because I've done all that work for you. So if you sign up for the free 15-day Fit Body Challenge or my 6-week Fit Body Challenge, you don't have to worry about any of that. I have planned out your meals, tracked your calories, I've even tracked your carbs, proteins, and fats, everything to help each person see the results they're looking for. So if you don't feel like tracking calories, you don't have to. Just sign up for my challenges. And it's all done for you. Okay, couple more questions here. We've got Nikki. She works out 6 days a week for an hour. She's 15 pounds from her goal weight. She's wondering if she should use Ideal Lean and still a meal replacement shake. So Nikki, yes, I would. With you being how much you lift and work out and being close to your goal weight, I would definitely use the Ideal Fit line of products. We don't technically have a meal replacement shake right now, but what you would do is you'd use the protein shake as the protein portion of that meal, okay? So you're not gonna use the protein shake as your whole meal. You're gonna add some carbs or some fat to it into a smoothie, or in my challenges, I have tons of ways to add protein powder into your meal plan for the day, okay? So that's what you're gonna wanna do for where you're at. Let's see. Heather, She says, I'm 31 and trying to get back in shape. However, I'm always scared to do abdominal moves like crunches because my lower back always seems to hurt the next few days. I try hard to keep it pushed into the ground. Any suggestions? I gain weight around my waist. Okay, so it sounds like either you might just be really weak through your core, okay, so you're using your lower back to compensate, or maybe you're really weak through your lower back, so you're just getting extra sore there. So when you're doing crunches, like she said, she's going to try and push her lower back into the ground. That just means she's keeping a nice neutral spine, okay? You're not arching your back a ton. But what I would actually try to focus on are some planks, okay? So when you're doing your plank, you want to focus on elbows being right underneath your shoulders here, okay? And just kind of relaxing your hands. And then you want a nice straight line down through your body, okay? I actually want you to have a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So instead of like super arching your back like this, okay, you're going to actually kind of tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. Just so you still have a little bit of an arch, but it's just kind of a nice straight line. That's going to help you strengthen your abs and your lower back. You're going to squeeze your glutes too. Just going to keep your whole core nice and tight. I would focus on planks and plank variations until you feel like your lower back isn't hurting as much whenever you do ab moves, okay? That's going to also strengthen your transverse abdominis. Goes all the way up and down, your internal abs, just everything, just all the muscles in there. It'll kind of hold them all together and just get you nice and strong, okay? You can do that, you know, even 3 or 4 times a week for as long as you can, starting with 20 to 30 seconds, working up to a couple minutes, okay? Last one we've got today is from Gail. She says, I've been working out for a little over 7 years. I'm 56 years old and consider myself to be in good physical shape. My question is, I'm feeling a little more muscle achy after my workouts, especially when I wake up the next morning. Can you shed some light on why I'm feeling this way? Thanks for your input. So I'm not sure if Gail means she's feeling more achy than she was before, or she's just feeling achy. So I'm gonna assume she just is asking why she's feeling sore. Like I was talking about before, you guys, when you're lifting weights, you create little microscopic tears in your muscle tissue, right? That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing, okay? Because it's during your recovery from that you build up and get stronger, and that you build more muscle. Even if you're not trying to build muscle, it just you help get stronger. It helps you get stronger. So it usually takes about 24 to 48 hours for that delayed onset muscle soreness. It's a really creative name, you know, it says just what it means, delayed onset muscle soreness, to kick in. And how intense that is and how long you feel it really depends on so many things. If you did a new type of workout, or you lifted it with a different technique, or you did a new exercise, all of those things can contribute to muscle soreness. If you do a higher rep workout, that produces more lactic acid, which contributes to muscle soreness. If you are eating a lower carb diet, that actually leaves you a little bit more sore. So there's going to be so many reasons why you may be feeling sore. This is not a bad thing, though. Drinking BCAAs, like I was talking about a few minutes ago, can help reduce that soreness. So can using our protein powder, since we have a recovery blend in there, that can also help reduce soreness. And just things like stretching, foam rolling, going for an easy walk, because just getting blood flow helps reduce soreness as well. And taking Epsom salts bath. Just putting like 2 cups of Epsom salt into a big bathtub, like of just warm water, and sitting in there for about 20 minutes. That will help reduce that inflammation as well. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. Don't forget, $7.99, my 101 Protein Recipes ebook is on sale. Not too much longer, so go check yours out. And I will see you guys next week.